So a judge ruled the law preventing marijuana users from owning firearms is unconstitutional. Let's go ahead and talk about what that means to you. What's up, Wolverines, and welcome back to the channel. I feel like for this news story, I should be playing Cypress Hill, but I would get copyrighted, and I don't want to get copyrighted, so I will not do that. So use your imagination. Go to Spotify or YouTube Music, wherever you want to go to, and put on Cypress Hill while you listen to me talk about this story, because the story today deals with the devil's lettuce itself. Marijuana. A federal judge in Oklahoma ruled that it is unconstitutional to ban marijuana users from owning firearms. If you don't know, on the 4473, it asks you if you are an unlawful user of marijuana. According to the FBI and the ATF, that means if you have smoked marijuana within the past 365 days, you are an unlawful user, and therefore you should not be able to own guns. In fact, a bunch of people in Hawaii who have medical marijuana cards received letters saying you either have to give up your medical marijuana card, your medicine, or you have to give up your firearm. Okay, so let's get back to Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, it is legal to own a gun, of course, and it's also legal to smoke marijuana, but that does not mean it's federally legal because it's still federally illegal. So there was a guy named Jared Michael Harrison who was pulled over. He worked at a medical marijuana dispensary, and he was caught with a firearm and marijuana. So they tried to prosecute him on drug charges because he owned a firearm. So they said that was illegal, but a federal judge said that it was not illegal because if you look at the written text of the Constitution and the historical history of the Constitution, I guess it would be just the history of the Constitution, the ban on people using marijuana and owning firearms is not consistent with that tradition. So therefore, it is unconstitutional. So let's go ahead and talk about what it means for you. Okay, so this was a criminal case. That is a huge distinction because this does not run anywhere beyond this case. So this does not change any laws. It does not strike down any laws. It is simply this guy getting off because the judge said it is unconstitutional to charge him. So he's done. No double jeopardy. He's off the hook. That does not mean if you get busted that you'll get off the hook because you can get a different judge. If you get the same judge, then you should be A-okay. So this is definitely interesting, and I think it is showing a pattern which will go up to other cases and also in civil court. So if an organization would sue, I know Nikki Fried has tried to sue in Florida, but if an organization sues in Oklahoma, they might be successful, or in the Northern District of Texas, hint, hint, because there's a lot of good Trump-appointed judges, and it falls under the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, which have been very, very two-way friendly. Say what you want about Donald Trump. I'm not the biggest fan, but he has put a lot of great judges on the bench. And then we have the Bruen decision, which is reshaping the landscape for two-way cases. This case would have never been thrown out if it wasn't for Bruen, and there's a lot of other cases that are being thrown out because of Bruen, plus all the challenges that are successful for getting a restraining orders and everything else against magazine bans, assault weapon bans, and everything else because of Bruen. That decision has been monumental. All right, guys. I've been working on a story. That's why I've been absent for the last few days. There's something there, but I have not been able to figure out exactly what is going on. But you'll find out more in the days to come. This is what it's like being an investigative journalist. You read something that doesn't really make sense, so you start digging and you find a little bit more information, and you find a little bit more and a little bit more, and maybe you have a story, or maybe you hit a bunch of brick walls and find out nothing. We'll find out about this story, but I really can't talk about that too much. All right, guys, so you have a wonderful day. remember, stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keeping the fight. I am out of here, Wolverines, mother.